What's up, friends, fans, and fellow gamers? It's me, Sylvia, your girl, here with another Sims 4 building video. This one is actually supposed to be June. I'm really sorry that it took 2 months, we're at the beginning of August now, to finally get this out there. I am way behind on my Sims videos, but I plan on spending whatever free days I have trying to catch up on it. But Skyrim Boy is going back to school next week, so I don't know, or this upcoming week, so I don't know how much time I'll have. Yeah. So, a lot of stuff has been going on, guys, a lot of shit. I am finally in my bedroom. I am so excited. It has been over a year since we moved into where we are, and part of the reason I didn't start off in my bedroom is because, like, a week after we moved in, 4 of the 5 outlets I have in my room stopped working. And I wasn't going to, confine myself to one little outlet in one small area. So, I had to deal with one of the power wires in the corner wall of my living room shorting out. And then I checked the rest of it. It needed fixed, so I fixed that. One of the breakers in our breaker box messed up, so I had to fix that as well. Then, I had to tear out Skyrim Boy's wall to get to the wires in the living room. Come to find out, about a month ago, that one of the wires in his wall was burnt the fuck up. Like, I'm surprised that this place didn't go up burnt up. I will probably put a picture up so you guys can see how bad it is. And, yeah, it was just freaking horrible, guys. I got a new job that I've been working for the last 8 months, going on 8 months. And let's see what else. We've been, like, super busy. There was a tornado that tore through, and me being the smart person that I am, apparently drove past the tornado as it was touching down, and the only thing I thought was, this is tornado weather. So yeah, tornado went through, and then we tried putting a hold on the stuff, like the trucks coming in and shit, and we were gonna put a 4-day hold. Well, the warehouse decided that it was gonna be 4 weeks, so for about 3, almost 4 weeks, we didn't have any food or anything coming in. So, that was fun. Had to deal with that. What else has been going on? So much, guys. So much. I don't even know where to start. So, yeah, I'm just... Everything's been going on, guys. I don't even know... like, what to say. Just too much, just too much. Anyway, I think what I'm going to start doing with these videos, because, you guys are watching it, I'm not going to explain to you what's going on in the videos, because you're watching it, you can see it for yourself. So I'm just gonna, like, pick random things to rant about. Like, because I work retail, of course I have a lot of stories about that. And, what's one of the first things that I will talk about? Let's talk about the customers that preach to you when you're checking them out. Like, believe it or not, I am Christian, or I consider myself Christian. Not traditional Christian, but Christian nonetheless. And, you know, so if someone comes in, I check them out, and they say, you know, God bless you, whatever. It's no big deal. Okay, I say, you know, you too, and that's it. I had one lady. I was checking her out. I said, you know, my usual, hi, how are you? And she went, oh, fine, you know, and then starts preaching to me about how God is good, and God is this, and God is that. All I did was say, how are you? It's the Christians like that practically, you know, unsolicited, shove Christianity down everyone else's throat. Like, I get it, you want to preach to people, but while I'm checking you out and I cannot walk away from you is not the fucking time. Like, if you want to preach to people, you know, go on a corner or something and preach to people who need it, or go volunteer at a church and preach to people. But, you know, not only are you subjugating me, a worker who is okay, I don't just stand there and smile when people agitate me. I don't smile at all, because fuck you. I'm not happy. Why should I pretend to be happy for someone that I'm gonna see for, you know, maybe 5 minutes out of the day? You know, once a week. I don't know you. So, yeah, and she kept going on and on and on the entire time I'm checking her out, which I tried to check her out as quick as possible, but this chick decided she wanted to get, like, an entire cart full of stuff. So it took me, like, 10 minutes to check her out, maybe. And then I'm trying to, you know, move her along, get her out of the store, while I'm while I'm trying to help someone else, and she's still standing there, preaching at me. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? I want her to leave, and she ain't leaving. And it gets on my nerves. It's one thing to be like, God is good, God is great, whatever. But to be that in your face about it is not okay. Like, you don't know my relationship with God. You don't know my situation. You don't know any of that. Don't be so in your face about it. And then I had another lady that came in like, it was like a month before that lady. And she came in, and she was like, you know, I was like, hi, how are you? And she's like, oh, you know, I'm doing fine. I woke up this morning. God is good, this and that. I'm like, okay, whatever. And she's like, you know, you should be happy because God is good. And I'm like, bitch! Like, it took everything I had not to be like, you don't fucking know me, lady. But I'm not allowed to say stuff like that because paying customers, you know? I hate people that are like that. Like, I don't shove my religion in their fucking face. People wouldn't like it if I shoved my religion in their fucking face, because, like I said, I'm not a traditional Christian, obviously, you know? And what I deem a traditional Christian is someone who doesn't cuss, or judges people for cussing. Which brings me around to another thing. Like, I've seen a couple of scientific studies where they stated that the people who cuss openly and freely, not like, you know, dropping F-bombs left and right, but like, when I'm talking to my friends and I'm like, oh my god, dude, that fucking kills me. Like, people who are more open about it have a higher vocabulary, are more intelligent, and are also more creative than the ones that stifle it. Now, don't take it for what it is, which is not much. That's just what I came across at some point, because I actually looked this shit up, because my grandma is one of those that thinks that you're an idiot if you cuss. Like, she thinks you are unintelligent if you cuss. And my theories on that is, if you've got a problem with someone cussing, don't listen to them. Like, learn to block out the bullshit if you don't like the way people cuss. Or if you don't like that people are cussing. And it just... people who judge you because you know, stub your toe and say, fuck, that hurt, are just agitating. Like, where do you get off telling me how to talk? Like, what, and then these are the same people that scream freedom of speech, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not allowed to scream freedom of speech if you're not giving someone else the allowance to do freedom of speech. And here I go getting political, and I hate it, and, you know, it gets on my nerves. Everything turns political. I know that I'm jumping from subject to subject, okay? That's the ADHD, and, you know, I don't have many people that I talk to, because at work I get ignored unless it's, like, important for the job. So, yeah, I'm a lonely bitch. That's what it is. But, anyway, that's the first part of my rant, and I've still got another 20 minutes. So yeah, if you go into a store and you feel a strong need to preach to someone, for the love of God, please don't. Because not only are you putting someone in an uncomfortable situation, that person may not believe the same things as you, and they also lack the ability to just fucking walk away from you. Even though they're uncomfortable, they can't walk away because they're in customer service and the customer is always right, even though they're not. Customer is not always right, they're always stupid. Plain and simple. So, yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Anyway. What's another thing I can rant about for the next 20 minutes? Oh. When I first go into work, our store will be open for an hour before I get there and clock on. If you come into the store before noon and try to pay with a $100 bill or a $50 bill, like, what is wrong with you? Legitimately. Because I just got there. I just got my drawer open. I actually had a lady who bought, or tried to buy, a $1 card. $1 birthday card. And she handed me a $100 bill. If you're gonna fucking do that shit, go to the goddamn bank. It pisses me off when I'm like, okay, I just opened, I'm having a good day, it's alright, and then you come up, you're like, okay, I got $5, I got a $5 thing. Okay, cool. Here's a $50. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know? Like, I don't understand the people that do that. And then I've got a lot of people that come in and they're like, well, I don't know how to make change at the bank. Just tell them you want it in 20s. It's not that fucking difficult. You people are older than me. You should know how to do that. You're the ones who taught my generation how to do that. Like, how do you not know how to do that? And just because you're old doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you, no, I can't take that. Because, let me tell you, low-key, I enjoy telling people that I can't take their 100s or their 50s. Because I just opened my drawer. and everyone before you used a card. Brings me to another thing. We now have a self-checkout. We're not happy about it, but we do. It's card only. Why the hell are you coming up to my register, pulling me away from my work, to pay for a drink with your card? You could easily just scan, swipe, go. Like, you don't have to wait for me to come all the way from the back from where I'm stocking something or organizing something to check you out. Like, I understand the thought process behind it, that you're trying to keep me in my job, but you're also frustrating me because I don't have the time or, like, the want to come all the way up to the front and check you out. Like, just go to self-checkout. If you got a drink, if you got, like, 10 things in your cart, just check yourself out, swipe your card, and leave. Now, I understand if you're getting cigarettes or alcohol, because I still have to put in the numbers and all that crap. But if you're just getting a drink or a bag of chips or whatever and you're paying with a credit card, go to the self-checkout. Like, instead of waiting. Now, a big store like Walmart, there's no reason for there to really be a self-checkout because they have all of those lines. They have all of those registers that people should be working at. My store has one register and one self-checkout, and there's like 5 or 6 of us, and that's it. A big store like Walmart, yeah, you could go to the, personal checkout because they have people there that are supposed to be standing at the register all day. At my store, I have to do inventory counts, I have to stock, I have to change prices, I have to check what the big bosses want us to do. I have to count money, all of that. At my little store, I have to do all of this stuff. At Walmart, sure, go to the register. At my store, go to, please use self-checkout. I implore you, please use self-checkout. So, yeah, 'cause it just gets on my nerves, because I get in a state of mind where I'm focused on what I'm doing, especially if there hasn't been a customer in the store for a while. And I will sit there and stock, put a good deep dent in what needs stock. And then I have a customer come in to get one thing, and they pay with the card, and I have to stop what I'm doing, walk all the way back up there, scan, check them out, and then walk all the way back to what I was doing and try to get back in that state of mind. It doesn't work very well for me. And I know there are some people out there that are going to say, well, why don't you get a different job? None of the other jobs are hiring. Like, literally, there are videos and videos of people that are applying and applying and applying, and none of these jobs are, hiring anybody. And honestly, I like my job. Why would I quit this job to go work somewhere worse than where I've worked before? I like my job, I like the people I work with. My manager, Hannah, she actually works with me with my hours. So, yeah, it's... I'm not going to quit my job just to go somewhere where it's going to be much worse. Oh, that reminds me. last time I did a video like this, I was talking about Savannah, the assistant manager. Well, excuse me, she quit. And she did it in the worst way. Like, she wasn't even gonna text Hannah or anything about it. And, like, she just text Stuart. I think she texted Stuart. But basically, she went home. She was supposed to cover, and she just didn't show up. So Hannah texted her and was like, "Hey, what's going on? Where are you?" And she basically said, "Oh yeah, I quit." Like, what the fuck? And let's be completely honest. She wasn't very good customer service wise. Like, I know I have resting bitch face. Like, bad. And but she took it to a whole nother level. Like, she wouldn't, like, we'd be sitting there talking and laughing or whatever, and then she'd turn to a customer and that'd just be gone. Like, you know, and her voice would be monotone about it. So, I don't know. It was, it's just annoying. Um, let's see, what else? Jamie has gone down to 1 day a week. She helps with freight now because, like, Hannah had her working so much that it just started taking a toll on her mental health. So good for her. She went down to 1 day a week, and every time I see her, I'm like, "Hey, yo, bitch!" So it's still cool. We have a new guy, uh, Bitcoin. I'll call him Bitcoin. He, because that's what he made his username on our CBLs, so that's his name now. He's all right. He seems all right. I haven't really worked with him too much, so I can't tell you anything about him other than, you know, he's the new guy. We've also got a new person, and I'm going to call her Betsy. Why? I don't know. But that's her name now. So, yeah, we got a couple of new people. Um, we thought for a moment that Bitcoin had quit because he was supposed to come in at, like, I don't know, at a time that was earlier than his originally scheduled time, and he just didn't show up. So Hannah texts me and she's like, "Yeah, I think Bitcoin quit because he's not here." What had happened was he had slept through his alarm. And he texted her like an hour later, and he's like, "I'm sorry, do I still have a job?" It was funny. Like, we poked fun at him for it. Also poked fun at him for calling himself Bitcoin, but you know, that's what it is. Um, I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, I have nothing else. I have nothing else. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, you guys know I'm really bad at this. Like, I get on a bit of a roll for a little while, and then it's just silence. So, yeah. Anyway, Moral of the story, folks. Don't give people hundreds and fifties unless they are a major store that obviously will have change for that. And don't preach at people in the checkout line. Like, avoid it. People just piss me off, man. So yeah, anyway. Good news, I got me the new werewolf pack for The Sims, because now we're jumping back into that. I got me the new werewolf pack for The Sims. I'm excited about this. Let's see, what else? Oh, right. I made Leo look like Colonel Sanders a little bit. If you guys saw that at the beginning of the video, I made him look a little bit like Colonel Sanders. Which is accidental. I promise it is accidental. I did not mean to make him look like Colonel Sanders, but there we are, and there he is. So, yeah. Let's see. Still got some time. I should figure something else out to say, but I don't know. Oh, if you noticed, I have a new video series. It's gonna break up Far Cry and The Long Dark and Saints Row and all that. One hand clapping. I actually kind of enjoyed that game a little bit more than I thought I would. And I'm looking into possibly finding a karaoke style game. Oh, excuse me. That was kind of like that karaoke game that was going around during COVID. I wish they'd bring that back. That was fun. I only did it like a couple of times, but still. What else? So, my next Sims video should be cancer, because like I said, I'm trying to catch up on everything. So I'm going to do that, and then I gotta do July and August. I gotta do Cancer, Leo, and then I'm going to try getting ahead of this thing. But at the moment, guys, I am just all over the place, obviously. Scattered everywhere. Skyrim Boy's birthday is coming up. And my sister's birthday is coming up. And then the holidays. Oh, excuse me. Like, I'm also in the process of trying to put my bedroom back together, get the roof fixed, get the walls fixed, put the flooring in our house, get the ceiling fixed because I had to bust open a wall so it wouldn't leak bust open the ceiling so the water that was leaking through the roof wouldn't leak down our wall anymore. That whole thing needs taken care of. It sounds like a lot, but in the long run, once I get everything together, it probably... the roof might take a couple days. The ceiling and the walls wouldn't take a day. The flooring may take a day. So, altogether, I have maybe a week's worth of work. So, yeah, just trying to get the house together. Oh, I'm tired already about it, man. I'm tired already about it. also getting my bedroom put together. I finally got my desk. Funny story about the desk. My mom kind of yelled at me a little bit and told me that I need to stop buying stuff for myself. My ex, like, first couple of years we were together, he would buy stuff for me. You know, for my birthday or holidays or just because. Then we got married, and it just kind of stopped. Because he's one of those guys. And so I got in the habit of, if I wanted something, I would buy it for myself. And, like, I'm still dealing with that. And I found this desk for, like, less than $80, which is amazing because it's an L-shaped desk. It's kind of what I wanted. And I told my mom about it, and I bought it. And she said... And then I was looking at graphic design tablets for drawing, because I want to start trying to draw like that on tablets. And she told me that I can't buy it for myself. And she said, you need to stop buying stuff for yourself so other people can buy stuff for you. And I honestly don't know how to do that. Because I've spent the last 10 years, at least, buying stuff for myself. I mean, fuck. My ex wouldn't even celebrate my birthday. Like, I was lucky if I got flowers that he picked while he was fishing. And it wasn't even a, you know, 'cause I'm thinking of you thing at that point. It was just a, well, it's your birthday, you gotta get it. And meanwhile, I'm spending, you know, weeks trying to plan his birthday and what I'm gonna get him and all that. It wasn't a fair relationship. And he fucked me up mentally. I'm gonna have to tell you guys in a different video about all the bullshit I went through with my ex. And now it's a whole different story. Like, it's a different thing that he's not only putting me through, but he's starting to put our kid through, and I'm about to bust some fucking heads because of it. So, yeah, it's just, if we didn't have a kid together, I would block his number and never talk to him again. That is the situation. And I don't know, like, my ex and I have not been together for over a year. I have felt nothing for him emotionally for over 4 years. And I don't know, I just tried keeping the relationship together, I guess. But I'm still suffering from the bullshit he put me through. And the guy I'm with now is partially suffering because of it too. And like, I'm doing better. If I have issues, I'm becoming more open about it, and we're talking about it, which is nice. But I don't know. These are stories for a different time, guys, because the video is almost over. Now I'm just kind of talking, just to talk. So yeah, I'm gonna save that in my thing to talk about during my videos. And then we'll go from there. But anyway, as of right now, things are looking up. We're all doing good. Situation's doing good. We got a new cat. and she is a fucking terror. Like, she's not scared of nothing. Not even my fat cat Jinx. Like, I'm happy right now with them because now they're actually playing, which is really, really nice. Because there for a while he would hiss and growl at her. But she's feisty. She's a spicy little baby. She's spicy. Yeah. So I might end my talking at this point, guys, and then you've got another like 4 minutes of just watching the rest of this if you want. If not, you can skip to probably the last minute. I want to say the last minute, and that'll show you like the clips of this property and stuff. I honestly did not mean to make Leo look like Colonel Sanders. That was a complete fucking accident. And then I was talking with my friend Icehead about it, and I thought about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I made him look like Colonel Sanders. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna make him a chicken farm. So this started off as just, you know, I was just gonna make a small little farm, nice big farmhouse, all of that stuff. And then I realized that Leo looked like the dark-skinned Colonel Sanders. And I died. I was done. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. He can be a dark-skinned Colonel Sanders. So he is. And you saw the video at the beginning. Yeah. It's fun. I like that they put in that we could put like fireflies and ducks and stuff like that in ponds. I really, really like that. It's probably one of my favorite features. I love putting fireflies in gardens. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I was going to have him plant crops. This, I don't know what the fuck this bullshit is. Like, the way they've got it set up now, that's messed up. I don't know what that is, and I hate it. Like, I get that they're trying to make it easier, but it's not easier, and I hate it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. I saved these for another day, the subjects, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me. I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one, working hella hard.